In this video, I will talk about creating a media page where you want to provide high-res images to the press or to the media, whether it's a headshot or it's a latest book cover. So first of all, normally the media is trained to look for this information in your footer. So if you have footer menus, this would be a great spot to put that page. There's one mistake that you want to avoid, and I will show you what that mistake is. So if I click here, remember the dial-up days? I'm talking just so you can see the speed at which this image is loading. This is not a good user experience, and if somebody is paying for their data because they're on their phone, they definitely do not want to pay to download 5 megabytes to see your pretty face. So here's what I recommend you do to make sure your media page loads quickly while still allowing those who need your high-res image to download it to their desktop. The first step will be to resize your image so it's going to be small and load quickly. We will basically load two versions of your image, one low-res, small in width and height, as well as the high-res, large in width and height. So this is a free tool here called pickresize.com, and you can use that for free. Just pick an image from your computer or drag and drop a file. Once the image is here, you can continue to edit the picture. This may take a little while. Once the image is done uploading, the interface will change. Now you can skip the first few steps. You shouldn't have to crop unless you have some weird white border around your image or something, or if you needed to rotate it. But what I recommend you do is now resize your picture, and you want to modify the default option here and change it to be custom size, and pick a width of 350 pixels, assuming it is a portrait image that is vertical. The height will be calculated automatically by the website, so it's going to work out to 524. So if your image is landscape, I would recommend doing the opposite. So pick something around 500 wide, and then the height should be around 300 something. And you shouldn't have to do a special effect here because that would be misleading. The original image will not have special effects. Select JPEG to create a small file size. You do not need the transparency of .png if it's just a headshot like this. And for JPEG quality, select good because good is good enough. When people click, they will get the high-res, high-quality image. And then I'm done, resize my picture. And at this point, you can just save to disk. The image is being downloaded to my desktop, and I will then be able to upload it to my WordPress installation. So I can go to my media folder. And this is where you're going to need to upload two images. So the high-res image for me is already here. You can see that this is 13 megabytes and quite large, which is fantastic for people who do need that large image if they wanted to print the headshot in a magazine, for example. But this is not the one that I want to load on the website. So the new one that I will upload is the one that has been optimized. And when I look at it, this is only 42 kilobytes, 350 by 524 pixels. So this image will load quickly. So you may want to change the title and alt tag to reflect what the image is about. And that's it. Now I can edit my page and load the small version of the image. Now I am using the Classic Editor plugin, so I have the old WordPress interface. You can still do the exact same thing using the Gutenberg interface, but this is the interface I have right now, so I'll show you what to do. Give it a bit of introduction. Put some text. So I included instructions so that people will know to click on the small image to then access the larger image. So let's put the cursor on the next line, click Add Media. And now I want to include the small version. So I'm including this small image in here, insert into page. Now you may want to do, instead of the thumbnail, you want to change that. So I'm going to do full size, which is fine. It's only 350 pixels. Now I want to link it to the large image. So in a separate tab, I'm going to load my media library. I'm going to navigate my way to the large version. In here, I'm going to copy the URL where this image lives. I'm going to go back here where it says link to none. This is on my smaller image that I'm trying to insert. Link to custom URL. I'm going to put in that URL here. And under advanced options, which may be collapsed, I'm going to select open in the new tab. I'm just going to update that. And now I'm going to update my page. And let's see what the final result is. So if people come to the media page, click the image below to download the high-res headshot. They click, it opens in a separate tab, and now people can click to enlarge it, and you can see how large this image is, and it is high-res. So this page here, though, loaded super fast because people still see what the image is going to be like. They can click and access and download the image and do with it whatever they want. If you don't want to create a smaller version of your headshot, an alternative would also be to simply include a text link. So I can edit this page here. And where it says download a high-res headshot, I can select that text, include a link. I'm going to copy and paste that same high-res image, and I'm going to open it in a new tab. So if people click on the link here, they will be taken to the high-res version of the image. So if I view the page, now they can click on this, and once again, the image loads in a separate tab.